Hello and welcome to this video for Publisher Exercise 36, and this is a critical thinking exercise. So what that means is we're not going to be really learning any new skills, but we're going to be using the skills that we've already learned to try to help them to get stuck in your head. That's the goal. Every time you're doing an exercise, you want to make sure you're paying attention so that way these kinds of things don't just go in one ear and out the other ear. You want it to last, so that way when you have other exercises you can use them, and hopefully you've caught on at this point to that. So Publisher Exercise 36, what we're going to do is we're working more on the pet rescue stuff. So you can see the pet rescue staff has added some text to the back side of the flyer you created in Exercise 26, and of course we had made that silent auction flyer then. And in this exercise you will dress it up by adding some graphics to it. So you can see page 2. That's the back side of the flyer. So we do need to open up Pub 36, so do that right now. You can see Pub 36, and we're going to give it a new name. So once you have that open, we're going to click File, Save As, and then of course you're going to choose the folder you're going to save it to. So it might be your flash drive, it might be a specific folder like me, and we're going to name it 36 pet underscore your initials. So 36 pet underscore your initials. And if you haven't done so already, it says display page 2. So page 2, that's this one right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to insert an image. So let's click on insert. I'm actually going to do this though. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so you can see the page a little bit better. And let's click insert. We're doing pictures. So this is the online pictures, but we want to insert one from our computer. So click on this one right here, insert tab, pictures. You should have downloaded this, and we're going to be going to my downloads folder, and we're going to get pub 36 dog. 36 dog. So I'm going to insert that. Of course you can see it's this picture of this collie here. And we're going to go, and it says to crop it so only the dog, to show only the dog's head. So let's click the crop button up here. And of course, remember when you're cropping something, you're moving in these black lines. If you actually grab like the size handle or go too far away from it, it's going to mess it up. So make sure you're in the black lines. I usually like to grab the corners. I found that's typically the easiest way for you to do it. So you're going to want to move it here so there's still some of the grass visible with it. So we're going to get a little bit closer here to the dog. So about right here for this corner. So you can see I have about this much. And then let's get this other corner from over here and bring it up. And we're going to go to about, let's see here, basically right here. So I'm going to move my mouse away so you can see it. So right here you can see about this much of the dog is visible. So once you finish moving those, you're going to click the crop button. Again, take a look here at this video if you need to, or this if you need to zoom in to do that. You can do that too. You can see here now the picture is cropped. It says place the image to the left of the first paragraph using square wrapping. So already when I click on the picture here, I can see picture tools, format, and if I click on that, here's my arrange group and wrap text, and I can choose square, and it's already selected. So if it isn't selected for you, make sure you do that. And then it says here to the left of the first paragraph. So we're going to be moving it up to basically the page margin guidelines up here. So now it looks like this. So this is pretty much where you want it with the picture. Alright, so we've put in that picture. Now we need to insert a picture of a dog from the clip organizer and place it to the right of what is pet rescue process paragraph with tight wrapping. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to search for an online picture. So click insert online pictures. You're looking for a dog. So just search dog, type it in, push enter, and pick one of these pictures. So I'm actually going to go with Odie over here from Garfield. So click on it, make sure you check the box here by clicking on it and click insert. And of course, you can see my picture's too big. Now, you've been dealing with this probably anyways, but typically what you got to do, if the picture's too big, you either need to zoom out so you can see the whole thing, or you bring it so you can see a corner, and of course keep making it smaller until it fits. So I'm going to make this a lot smaller first off. And then also too, it says my organizing, the wrapping for the picture needs to be changed as well. We're going to switch this to tight wrapping. So up here, click on wrap text. Remember, for this to be visible, you got to click on the picture first, make sure you selected picture tools format, and then of course wrap text, and you're choosing tight. So, and we need to put this to the right of what is the pet rescue process. So I need to move it up here. I do need to make it smaller. Basically, you want it to be about the height of that paragraph. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make this shorter, and I'm going to bring it up over here. You can see it's still too tall, so let's do that again. Make it a little bit shorter, and still I want it shorter. So you got to play around with it a little bit because, of course, each picture is going to be different. I'm going to actually flip him so he's facing here to the left. So I'm going to use the rotate option and flip horizontally. Okay, anytime you're making a flyer, you want to draw focus to where it's supposed to be. So I'm going to put it there, and then I'm going to nudge it over. So I'm using the arrow keys right now to actually move him over here. Now, what you might need to do, you might need to change the wrap points. So you can see here, edit wrap points. Right now, it's basically wrapping like this around the picture. So that works well with it. So I don't really want there to be anything along the back side of him here. So what I'm going to do is I could either move the picture over a little bit, but instead I'm going to actually just grab this wrap point right here and this one right here. And you can see I'm kind of just stretching it out to get rid of the text that's back here. Like this. So each picture is going to be a little bit different in how you handle it. Okay, and I click on edit wrap points again to move it back. So you can see now we've got our picture here along the right side. You get yours. It could be this same picture. It could be a different one as well. So we've got that in place now, and then it says draw an auto-shape heart over the top of the last paragraph and set its wrapping to none. So our last one is what support is available down here. So I need to do that. Let's go to insert. You could also do it from the home tab too, I believe, because of shapes. But otherwise, insert shapes, and we're looking for that heart. So let's see here, heart. It's under basic shapes, it looks like, right here. And so they're saying to basically do it over the last paragraph. So I'm going to start it basically right after is here. So click and hold down, and of course you're dragging across. And then I'm going to bring it down so it actually goes almost down to the bottom of the page margin, and then almost to the E here. So you can see right here, let me switch to the wrapping here. So of course wrap text, it should be none. So you can see this is about the size I have it. So you may need to grab the size handles and adjust. I want you to get as close as possible to it, but you can basically see the top part of the heart is going over the E, the other part is going over the W, and then I have it close to the page margin down here. So I have my heart here. I set the wrapping to none as you saw, and it says color the heart with fill effects pattern and any that uses pale, pink, and white. So let's do that. Shape fill, we're going to go with pattern. Let me show it one more time in case you missed it. So shape fill, down here to the bottom, pattern. And then of course what we're doing is, again, it said pink and white. So pink and white. So I'm going to have to choose more colors to get pink. You can see here it's not available in mine. And it says a pale pink. So we're going to go more with this color right here, actually, just to the right. Click OK. And then you can see that. And then you can go ahead and pick which pattern you want to use. So I'm going to actually go with this one right here, the 40% and the dots. But you can pick. And then, of course, I click OK. And now you can see it's showing up. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to send it to the it says here first, before we do that, set its border to none. So let's do that. So we did shape fill pattern, we're set shape outline, and we're going to choose no outline. So about halfway down, So shape outline, no outline, and then let's send it to the back. So I click up here where it says arrange, send backward, send to back. So it's behind the text. Okay. All right, I'm going to save it here. And then, of course, I'm going to go over this just so you can see it quickly. So this is the only file for this exercise. So critical thinking exercises are typically one file. So you can see here we've got that collie picture up here to the top left. It's lined up along with the page margins. And then I have that picture of the dog that I found from Online Pictures over here. I got Odie. So just make sure you pick one that's appropriate and isn't low quality here. And then, of course, I went and put the heart here as well. So make sure you have those things. You need to save the file. And, of course, this is the only file you need to submit for this exercise. And that is how you complete Publisher Exercise 36.